Time to find out whether the textbook can make graph sketching difficult. The answer, as you can see by the length of this video, is no. We have a quartic here. It's a positive quartic, so a is a positive number because it's up like this. It has a y-intercept of 3, and it has repeated roots critically at -1 and 3. That's what we can gather from looking at the picture. Now, of course, if you've got repeated roots, that means that the factors are of the form x plus 1 squared and x minus 3 squared, right? So it looks like this. Now, of course, if you expand all this out, you'll end up with a +9 on the end of it because of the 2 3s and the 2 1s. But it can't have a y-intercept of +9 because it's got a y-intercept of 3. So therefore, you need to scale the entire graph down. And you can do that by substituting x as 0, and you just find that k is a third. To scale that graph down to have a y-intercept of 3. And then you just put it all in. You just put this in. It wants this specifically, so now we have to go through the effort of expanding the whole thing out and keep on expanding it. And we'll end up with A is this, B is this, C is this, D is this, and E is this. Next question. We have a graph here with turning point 3, 2, I guess. And determine the coordinates of the point of inflection. Okay, so the turning point doesn't matter, right? Oh, it does. It's 3, 2. Yeah, what an incredible question. Anyway, you can do it this way instead if you don't spot that. Y equals x cubed inflects at 0, 0. This is a graph transformation of 3 to the right and 2 up. So it's inflects at 3, 2. Yeah, cool. That was a hard question. Question number 2, though, has a point Q this. Say the coordinates if it's transformed like this. Well, this is 2 to the left and then 5 down. So we take this and we go 2 to the left, which goes to -7. 2 to the left of here, and 5 down gets us to -12. For B, we've got a point here, and it went from here to here. So now it's gone 2 to the right to get from -3 to from -5 to -3, and it's also gone 1 up. So okay, how do we write this in here? Well, 2 to the right is a -2 in here, and 1 up is a +1 at the end, and that will be that question done as well. Here we've got a point which is this, and it's transformed like this. Now this here, the 2x in the brackets, of course, means a squash horizontally factor 2. So all the x coordinates are halved if you're squashing towards the y-axis. So x coordinate halves means this is now going to be a 2. And of course, a third in front of the function means it's going to be a squash of factor 3 vertically. So all the y coordinates are thirded. So this is going to become a -2. And that will be our answer. This one here becomes this thing here. Write down what the transformation was. So the x coordinate has been doubled, which means it's been stretched out horizontally, which means this must be a factor of a half, because remember, it goes the wrong way, so a half stretches out by factor 2. And 7, well, 1.75 is 7 over 4, so this has been divided by 4 to get from here to here, so it's been squashed factor 4 vertically, which means we just need to put a quarter in front of the f. And put those two things together, and we end up with this here. The last couple of questions then, so this point here and is on this curve. So what happens here. Now, this has been moved to the left c units, so that means that we need to take away c from 6. Imagine if this was an x plus 3. You would move this 3 to the left, and that would mean taking away 3 from here. So if it's been moved left c, that means taking away c from here. So this will be 6 minus c, and it's been moved down by d in the y-axis, so this just means moving down by d. So take away d from this, and we get -4 minus d. And that, I think, is the whole thing. Yeah, really hard.